Okay, so this game this week, the Ohio State Buckeyes heading to Washington to face the Washington Huskies. This game is two Big Ten powers. Both are undefeated. Uh, Ohio State's faced or better competition. They had to deal with Texas's defense, which is probably going to win them far more games than what this offense is, unless Arch Manning somehow turns it around. They faced an Ohio team that most people are going, well, they're a group of five school. Ohio's the best, probably the best MAC conference school right now, and in all honesty, is probably one of the top, I would say, 10 within the group of five. Ohio's no joke. And they were able to hold Ohio State to 37. Let me tell you something. That speaks more about Ohio than it does about anything dealing with Ohio State's offense. Ohio really is no joke, no matter what people might say. But at the same time, Washington's faced Colorado State, who they've got a decent defense. Their offense hasn't been able to get off the ground like they need to, as was shown in the UTSA game. In all honesty, Colorado State should have been far better than they were, but you've got people picking and choosing from the group of five because, well, they're a breeding ground for the Power Four conferences. Then you got UC Davis. Okay, it's UC Davis, FCS school, 70 to 10, and Ohio State took Grambling 70 nothing. No big deal. Then they faced a Washington State team that is not horrible, not good. It's what it is. And it's always a fight. I mean, it's a major rivalry. Really is. It's a major rivalry. But now they're going to be facing off inside very hostile territory for Ohio State. You can ask anybody that's been to Washington Huskies Stadium. It is very hostile territory. So, we're going to look at this from the numbers, and we're also going to take into account who they've played. So, I want, if you don't mind, hit like and subscribe, and let's get into this game.
Hey folks, this is Paul with Redneck Sports. I want to thank you for viewing my video, and I want to give you one thought process. There was a famous coach at the University of Tennessee by the name of General Robert Nealon. He had 6 maxims, but number 2 maxim is what everybody should apply to their life. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That's how to live your life right there.
Since the Buckeyes are visiting, we're going to cover them first. Now, Julian Sand being a first year quarterback, facing the competition that he's had to face, plus, okay, he's only been sacked once, but he's thrown 3 interceptions. First time into the breach of a major school like this. Yes, he was QB2 last year, but he's not that bad. 56 to 71, 78.9% completion rate, 779 yards. Uh, 8 TDs, but the 3 interceptions are a little worrying. Plus the sack. He's got a backup. He's got a couple of backups that've been able to get into games. Uh, they've contributed a few more yards in there. Not Lincoln Keenholz has thrown a touchdown. Now, on rushing, Bo Jackson, 18 carries, 217 yards, 1 touchdown. CJ Donaldson, 33 carries, 151 yards, got 2 touchdowns. Now, Bo Jackson's got a 64-yarder, so he knows how to break out. Isaiah West, 8 carries, 42 yards, got a touchdown. Jeremiah Smith, the Wide receivers got 1 carry, 17 yards, 1 touchdown. Sam Dixon's got 3 for 9, 1 touchdown. Now, receiving, Jeremiah Smith is fans' favorite go to guy. 20 catches, 315 yards, 3 touchdowns. Parnell Tate's 12 for 219, got 3 touchdowns. Will Peckmerrick, 4 for 67, a touchdown. Jelani Thurman, 4 for 50, 1 touchdown. Max Clare, 4 for 48, 1 touchdown. So they've got 9 through the air, 6 on the ground. Not bad for what they face. Now on defense, they've gotten to the opposing quarterback 7 times. Had 6 pass deflections, got 2 interceptions, forced 3 fumbles, and had 2 fumble recoveries. Leading tacklers, Arvel Reese, he's got 20 total tackles, 2 sacks, 2 pass deflections. Jalen McLean, this little, I've said it before. If you're getting into the secondary, you're letting them get into the secondary a little too far. You can tell that when the safety is the one that's getting some of the tackles. Jalen McLean's second leading tackler, he's a safety, got 1 pass deflection. So 17 tackles, but it is what it is. Caleb Down has gotten a safety's gotten an interception. So they are handling their business. But, you know, it's Ryan Day. He's got a mix of college and pro uh, experience. He knows what to expect. He showed last year he can get through a season. Once in a while, you having a bad game, it happens. You know, that is what it is. It is still Ryan Day. You know what to expect from him. The man is 73-10 in his time at Ohio State. He's only head coached at Ohio State, got the national championship. He's gone 13-1. He's the only year that he's gotten less than 11 wins. Yes, 11 wins is his low number. Is in 2020, the COVID year, 7-1, and went to the national championship and lost it, unfortunately for him. Um, that's what you know. You know what to expect from Ryan Day, which is he knows how to be a winner. Okay, he hasn't beaten Michigan yet, and that's the only reason that I have a problem with him because well, I have a thing against Michigan. But this is what you get from him. Now, Jed Fish's Washington Huskies team, they've got a weakness. They've got a major weakness. Considering the teams that they've gone up against, now their QB1, Desmond Williams, 50 of 68, 73.5 completion rate, 778 yards, no interceptions. He's got 6 touchdowns, but he's been sacked 6 times. That means that offensive line is not holding up, especially when you take a look at the talent or the teams that they've played compared to what Ohio State has. So this offensive line has got a weakness. Kyle Horton's also thrown for 50. So they've got 828 yards through the air, 6 touchdowns through the air. But they have been relying on the run game. Jonah Coleman, 51 carries, 347 yards, 9 touchdowns. So they are a ground and pound type team if they need to be. Desmond Williams, 34 rushes, 220 yards, 2 touchdowns. Adam Muhammad, 27 for 145, 2 touchdowns. And Kai Horton rushed for a touchdown, 3 for 21, 1 touchdown. Also, Cade Eldridge, tied in, one rush, 1 yard, and got a touchdown. On the receiving side, Denzel Boston, 16 catches, 249 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jonah Coleman, 8 for 150, 1 touchdown. Desmond Roebuck, 6 for 104, got a touchdown. Amari Evans, 1 for 59, 1 touchdown. Now, see, that one, they got the ability to make some breakouts. On defense, they've got 8 sacks for the entire team. Their defense hasn't been able to get out there and change out like they need to. They got 8 pass deflections. They've got 4 interceptions, but they actually return one for a score. They got 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery. Leading tackler is Devin Bryant, 17 tackles, 1 pass deflection. Alex McLaughlin, who is a safety, got 16 tackles, so they're getting into the secondary a little bit. 2 pass deflections, 2 interceptions. He got the TD from an interception. Uh, this is another one of those where you're kind of wondering what you're going to get with this team. If this offensive line doesn't hold up, Ohio State's going to have a feast. Now, Jed Fish, done high school, done college, done pros. He knows how to get this team going right. He is a little bit of a strange person to bring in to a team like Washington. He went 16-21 at Arizona. But he built them up to the point from a 1-11 team to 5-7 to 10-3. So he knows how to build a team. UCLA is what it is. Went 6-7 last year, lost in the Sun Bowl. So here's a guy that knows how to build a team, and he's looking like he's doing what he needs to do, but offensive line problems. He's not been able to put out not been able to get his defense that much experience. Ohio State has gotten to substitute quite a few of the players, whereas it doesn't look like Washington's been able to do that. So if anybody gets hurt, you're going to have to worry about an experience problem. How deep this defense is, that really is going to be a problem. But Alex McLaughlin is looking like a really good player. And Desmond Williams is a dual threat. So is Kai Horton a little bit. Got a Jonah Coleman's looking really good. Denzel Boston, Jonah Coleman. They've got some talented players. They haven't been able to get out there and do what they need to do to get for their backups. Which in a game like Ohio State, that could be costly. So I'm looking at this game. It doesn't look like the offensive line of Washington is ready for a defense like Ohio State. Ohio State is one of those teams that, even on a bad day, are better than 90% of the teams in this nation. I don't like saying that, but they are. So I'm going to say this. It's going to be an Ohio State win. But at the same time, I'm not going to say that Washington's going to be a bad team. I think this will be a good game. I think that Jed Fish is getting this team where it needs to be at. It's going to take him a minute, sure, but he's getting there. And I think this game is going to display exactly what the Huskies are now. And I think people really should watch it just for that fact. Because Jed Fish can coach. He got brought to Washington for that reason. And I think it's going to be a fun game. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.
I want to thank you for watching my video. And if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all have a good day now.